your mother triggering your father, you thought, wow, that's cool?
Nope.
What did you think when you saw your father being triggered by your mother?
I just thought, oh, my parents are fighting again.
And how about when your father would trigger your mother?
Same.
It didn't bother you to see that your father was weak?
A house full of women, cuz, dealing with they damn hormones. Y'all some unstable creatures. See, I ain't gonna say the B word. I'm gonna say unstable creatures.
It's weak to you both ways?
With your father, when your mother did it to your father.
No, because you keep not hearing.
It didn't bother you.
No, because you keep not acknowledging me saying I do not.
You didn't see it as a weakness.
I do not see it as weakness to show emotion or to be able to have a equal relationship.
Are you an emotional person?
I see that as strength. Sure. Are you?
No.
At all? Sad to not have emotion in life, huh?
We back with some more JLP. For those who don't know, that's Jesse Lee Peterson. A lot of people get triggered. A lot of people, when they even see his face on YouTube, they get totally upset. I even have people going in my comments wilding out. With that being said, look, in my channel, we're going to react to many different things, not just one subject. Bear with me, y'all. I'm sure you watch HBO Showtimes, and there's a couple of shows you don't like. I don't see you unsubscribing from them. So let's keep that same energy on my channel. With that being said, we got Jesse Lee asking a liberal guest, why are you so easily triggered? And you know, people, when they get triggered, they get emotional. And you know, signs of emotions means that, hey, you can easily be defeated. Make sure you consider hitting the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell. Let's see how this is about to play out. Let's go. Sit back and react with your boy.
So let me ask, I have interviewed a lot of liberals on my show here. And I noticed that liberals are easily triggered. You know what I'm saying?
I'm calm as a cucumber.
Why are so many liberals easily triggered?
It's because there's an enormous assault of bullshit coming at everybody in this country who's fair-minded these days and who cares about those who are in need and cares about the state of the environment, the planet, the country, the rule of law, the state of facts. And so there's a lot coming at us, and we need to speed up our pace at addressing these problems. And when there's a lot of bullshit and there's a guy literally making up garbage every day and his followers swallow it up, they should call him his swallowers, because they really just swallow whatever he gives them, puts right in their mouth. And you're doing the same. Just take whatever that Trump says uncritically. He makes up things and they're facts to you.
Homeboy giving me zesty, sassy vibes, all right? Let me know if you agree with that right there. Why are you throwing subliminal shots to a man who's standing, or should I say sitting right in front of you? What's up with this feminist mindset? Gotta snap out of it. You masculine, my man. Show it.
And he
Come back. You deviate. Come back.
And then
come back,
facts
come back.
even about our troops.
So you're saying
even about our troops, that's not a fact to you.
You're saying that liberals are easily triggered because after a while they can't handle the situations that are happening in their lives?
No, because it's very important to be passionate about the problems we're facing.
Amazing.
Triggered is the same as being passionate about things.
No.
So even for the men as well?
Say again?
Even for the men, it's okay that they should be triggered, that they give in to being triggered because
Triggered
they're
is
being
when something
passionate.
bothers you.
Well, men historically are a lot more triggerable than women. Women are, generally speaking, more even keel in a public square. Men are the ones who started all the wars in history, if you look at it.
That's amazing.
Facts or not facts?
That's
Facts or
amazing.
not facts? Ignore the question. All right.
Are most liberal men beta men? Beta males?
I don't think so.
Why are they
think
easily
so.
triggered? Because only a beta male would be triggered.
No, because Trump snowflakes are the most triggerable people in the world.
Have you ever
You
been
say
triggered?
one thing against Trump and they lose their minds.
Have you ever been triggered before?
Sure.
When the last time you were triggered?
I get triggered oftentimes.
And what when you're in a situation and you are triggered, what happens during that situation that made you lose it?
People say lies blatantly to my face. They share opinions that disregard the well-being of millions of people in this country.
So that triggers you? That's what gets your car started? I'm confused, homeboy. You are really zesty. I'm not gonna lie. Everything about you says zesty.
Just for some reason line further the pockets of rich corporations that they don't even work for or benefit from because they're brainwashed by the president. And that's pretty scary and triggering to me.
On your video I saw where you were triggered on Tommy Lahiren's show.
Uh-huh.
What was that like to be triggered in front of women?
You don't like women so much.
No,
You
what
don't
would that
respect them.
like for you to be triggered in front of women?
It doesn't bother me to be triggered in front of a woman any more than it does in front of a man, because I think all people are equal. It's an idea you should look into.
You were not embarrassed by that the women saw that you were being triggered?
Oh no, I don't have a fragile male ego like you do. I have a very strong male ego that is able to show a full range of emotions and not have.
Yo, you gotta laugh at this right here. I can't make this up. I mean, yo, homeboy is a woman trapped in a guy's body right now. Like, I don't even think he know where he at right now at this current point of time, you know? I don't know. He's coming off very confusing. And the subliminals, man, listen, man. Let's be direct. Let's go straight forward, all right? And why you seem agitated? Relax, my man. Relax. Take it easy. Just because someone say something you don't like, you don't got to get upset. You don't got to get triggered.
Have it crumble me like a very weak exterior that you're putting out to the world.
But
I'm
even the
comfortable
woman-
having emotion in front of all people, even in front of animals.
Stop it. Get some help.
One of the women made a joke about you being triggered.
Uh-huh.
She said, "Oh, what is he, a comedian?"
Uh-huh.
Did that bother you though?
Well,
When
it
she
was,
made that
it was a
joke?
very unintelligent, silly comment,
In what way?
because she saw my clear, real emotion and she just tried to diffuse it by not acknowledging the reality of it, because there's no
Oh, you were
facts that
hurt?
can defend these indefensible policies, refusing even common sense gun control.
Did
refusing.
you feel like a beta male when she made a joke about you being triggered?
No, I don't look at humanity or masculinity in such stark, primitive, uninformed terms as beta or alpha.
Beta!
Alpha! I'm alpha, baby. But a true alpha?
You
Did you feel like an
This is-
alpha male when you were triggered and the woman made a joke about you being triggered?
Oh, absolutely I did.
You felt like an alpha?
Absolutely I did. I tore off my mic and stormed out. It's a pretty strong thing to do.
Are you
Strong.
married?
Pretty strong thing to do. Women do that all day, so they must be stronger than men, huh? Man, listen.
Oh, I'm not married. But let me say one thing. And I'm having, by the way, so much premarital sex it would blow your mind. But let me make very clear something else. One of the great
what does
problems
that
with
mean?
society is that people think admitting mistakes or showing emotion is weakness. It's the exact opposite. People who are afraid to admit mistakes, unable to because they think it'll crack the shell of their very fragile Humpty Dumpty ego, or afraid to show emotions and have to have this rigid, false, 50-year-ago version of what masculinity is, are people who are so fragile that they lose their mind if you make one joke about their dear leader Trump. To be a real man, you have to be able to experience the full range of emotion, admit a mistake, and let it make you stronger because you now have learned from your mistakes, and not have some fragile ego like Trump does,
When
that
you
you
were-
can't ever admit a mistake as though you're some messiah when he's a clearly lying moron.
When you
That's a
were-
beta male. Trump's a beta male.
What is his issue with Trump? Why you keep bringing Trump? Like, Jesse Lee is not asking him anything that got to do with Trump. You see? Pay attention. People like this, they're always trying to run away from an answer. Or should I say, they're always trying to run away from the question.
I got it. When you were growing up,
Yeah,
were you raised by your father and mother?
you better believe it.
They both were in the home?
Yep.
And did your mother trigger your father?
Probably, sometimes.
And you would see your father being triggered by your
And
your
vice
mother?
versa.
But you would see your father being triggered by your mother?
At times.
And did you think that, oh, I love my dad. He's triggered by my mother. You think that was normal at the time?
Well, of course, it's normal. Healthy relationships are ones that are two-way relationships and equal. And again, I know you want to go back to like a 1950s,
So when you
keep
were
the
a
woman in the
kid,
kitchen kind of vibe.
So
And I know
when-
you also have said that you think one of the biggest mistakes America made was giving women the right to vote. It's an insane opinion, but you can have it because it's America and we have free thought
when
here.
you were a kid
Yep.
and you would see your mother trigger your father,
Mm-hmm.
you would think as a kid, right on, my dad has been triggered by my mother. You would think that that was normal?
No, my thought would be, I love to see two equal people have an equal argument in a relationship.
So you love seeing your father being triggered?
I just like seeing people deal with things issue by issue and not stick in these camps that for some reason people like you love to put people into camps and not see people and things issue by issue. You like to have these old disproven false archetypes. That's all you can see the world under. It's a very simplistic way to see the world.
So you like seeing your father being triggered by
You
your
see how
mother?
you won't engage me in the conversation? You just keep going back to your same questions.
You like
I'm advancing the conversation.
The only reason why he has to go back to the same question is because you're not answering it. You're dancing around it. And you're trying to switch the conversation because you don't feel like answering it. You need some media training.
And you won't even respond to it, let alone acknowledge it. You won't respond to my thoughts. You just keep repeating your question, trying to get a gotcha of me saying something on camera.
No, I'm trying to get answers from you.
I've answered every question.
So you're saying, yes, I like seeing my father being triggered by
I did
my
not
mother.
say yes. You weren't listening.
That's what I'm waiting for, an answer.
I already
for that.
answered many times.
I told you I'm black and slow. I need like answers yes and no sometimes. You know how black people are, they slow.
And I just see humans, you know what I mean?
You never met a black person.
Sometimes I see lime green or orange humans.
So let me ask, were you happy seeing your father being triggered by your mother?
When was the last time you cried?
You're not answering my question.
When was the last
yet.
time you cried?
Answer my question.
No,
then.
my question was first. Order of.
I can't remember the last time. Maybe,
But you have cried.
Let me see what I have before.
And what made
I
you
used
cry?
to be a beta male too.
Okay.
I was weak like you are. And I
Oh,
was,
really?
I used to be easy trigger, beta male.
So if you ever
I
cry-
would cry at the movie.
So if you ever cry, you're a beta male?
One time I cried over my girlfriend breaking up. I broke up.
Uh-huh.
And I went to a movie and I cried. So when I got home, mommy said, "Why are you crying?" I just said, "A sad movie."
It's a beautiful tale. But if you ever cry
now
now,
that
if you
I've
ever cry,
answered
you're a
that-
beta male?
Now that I asked that, when you saw your mother triggering your father, you thought, "Wow, that's cool."
Nope.
What did you think when you saw your father being triggered by your mother?
I just thought, oh, my parents are fighting again.
And how about when your father would trigger your mother?
Same.
It didn't bother you to see that your father was weak?
It's weak to you both ways?
With your father, when your mother did it to your father.
No, because like you
it
keep
didn't
not hearing.
It didn't bother you.
No,
to
because you
see-
keep not acknowledging me saying I do
and
not.
You didn't see it as a weakness.
I do not see it as weakness to
Okay.
show emotion or to be able to have a equal relationship.
Are you an emotional
I see
person?
that as strength. Sure. Are you
No.
at all? Sad to not have emotion in life, huh?
No, it's sad to
You're just a
have it.
mechanistic way to live.
It's sad to have it.
Really, the whole point of life is to feel it.
Real men are not. Alpha males are not emotional males.
Really, that's so sad.
Only beta males. But let me ask:
Feeling life to you is
Are
weakness.
you in favor
You
of
should
the
just go
big-
through like a soldier.
Are you in favor of the big, beautiful wall going up around the borders?
No, it's such a dumb idea.
It's a dumb idea to put the wall up around the border.
It is not a racist idea like some liberals paint it, but it's a dumb idea
And why is it a dumb idea?
because it's ineffective. Because a lot of illegal, undocumented people come through tunnels, which hot tip go under walls. Because it is very expensive. We don't have the money because already they're going to have flood doors opened up for months at a time in these walls to avoid floods hitting the wall and crushing it, which kind of would obviously allow immigrants to come through that wall because people are already chainsawing through it. He claims it's indestructible, but it's not. You can easily cut through it.
And
Trump said in one of his rallies,
when you say it's
there'll be
not-
no way over the wall unless you have like a ladder, which, hot tip, there are ladders.
When you
And people
say
can climb
it's
over them
not-
with them.
When you say it's not racist, why do you say it's not racist to have
Because
a
we
wall?
can protect our borders.
Again, why does he keep deflecting the situation and going to Trump? I didn't hear Jess Lee ask him not one Trump question.
It's a smart idea to protect our borders in our
And that's
country.
not racist?
No.
Okay. Are you in favor of Israel having a wall?
No, I mean, I really don't like the way that the Palestinian people are oppressed with no end in sight. I think there's a real problem, and there was an enormous amount of attacks coming, and the wall did help cut down on that. And so it's a hard issue. We have to get to a two-state solution ASAP. I was recently spent a lot of time in Israel and in the Palestinian territories. I spent time in Ramallah and Bethlehem and wanted to get to know both sides from a very real way. And it's humans on both sides. It's a very hard issue on both
So
sides.
is it a dumb idea for Israel to put a wall up?
No, they were facing murderous suicide bomb attacks all the time.
So you're saying no, it wasn't a dumb idea for Israel to put a wall up, right?
I don't think that was a dumb idea. I don't think
But
it's
it's
the
a
way
dumb
forward.
idea for America to put a wall up.
Yeah, we don't have suicide bomb attacks coming from that side of the border all the time.
So
Or ever.
You don't know that for sure?
I do.
But we do have drug
There are a lot of-
wars, we have gang members, we have...
Right, but all
But not only that though, right? You can throw missiles, you can shoot missiles over a wall. So He still don't make any sense.
That can still come through a wall.
We have all that coming across our borders.
His
right?
wall's not even a wall; it's
But
a fence.
for-
You can pass
for
drugs
America,
through it.
you
Wait,
say,
you acknowledge.
But for America,
Do we
you
even
say
have-
it's dumb idea. But for Israel, it's not a dumb idea.
Do we even have this?
Who do you love most, Israel or America?
America. Do we even have?
So why would you want to protect America
like I said,
as you would want to protect
Because, like
Israel?
I said, it's another lie of Trump that it's just rapists
No,
and
that's
murderers
not.
coming over
No,
the border.
we're not talking about Trump right now.
Well, hold on.
But why
We are
would it
talking
be?
about Trump's
Why
wall.
would it not be a dumb idea for Israel to protect themselves? And I believe they should. But,
Yeah, I
but
just
it's
answered
a dumb
you.
idea for America to protect
I just
itself.
answered you because, first of all, it's an actual wall in Israel. You're aware that Trump's wall is a fence and there's holes in it, right?
Amazing.
So drugs can be passed through it.
Amazing.
Can we at least acknowledge the
are
mutual
you
fact
okay
that
if-
holes
if-
are not walls?
How about this then? Let's say the president built a wall.
Can we acknowledge the mutual
How about
fact
if the president
that
built
drugs
the same
go
wall
through-
that Israel had, just like Israel wall?
No, we don't
the
need it.
same identical wall.
We don't need
Would
it.
it still be a
And
dumb
we
idea?
can't afford it, and we have a much bigger border. Israel's entire country is 7 miles long. The United States is thousands and thousands of miles long. We cannot afford it.
Should we put illegal aliens before American?
Of course not.
Okay. Were you born here or in Israel?
I was born here.
You were born here.
Yep. That's why I can run for president, baby.
Oh yeah. You can't run if you're not born here, right?
Yep.
Ask Obama about
Although
that.
I guess now,
Ask Obama about that.
Oh, really? You even are a birther as well? Everything Trump says, you just suck it up. You're a swallower of
Ask
Donald Trump.
Obama.
It seems like as you sip in that cup, you're the true swallower, Mr. Beta Male. Word, for some weird odd reason, you can't keep Trump name out your mouth in this interview, and no one's talking about Trump, only you. Oh man, yo, homeboy is bugged out, man. I don't know. I feel sorry for his kids. I would not like to live under that household right there. Woo, woo, woo. Now you see why we have a whole bunch of weirdos out in the world? It starts at home. Yes, it starts at home. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it starts at home. With that being said, if you like what you saw, you made it to this part of the video, don't forget, leave a comment, run it up, flood it up, and make sure you consider hitting the like button. Definitely subscribe to the channel and also hit the notification bell. I'll see you in the next one.